Hello, everyone, and good evening. Welcome back to Superwits Academy. And today we are going to discuss about one of the most frequently asked question that which is the latest version of CloudSim and how we can set it up. So for this purpose, I'll be doing some live demonstration that how to get that latest version and how we can set it up on a single machine, right? So let me take you back to the screen. So this is what I have with me. Uh, the project has been deployed on the I would not say deployed. It is available on the GitHub project page. So what you can do is you can just go to this search page and simply type CloudSim, and you will get this very first link, that is cloudslab.cloudsim. And then by default, if you see the distribution which is being given here is 4.0. So this is the place where you can actually confirm which is the latest release which has been given to the public. Apart from that, there are a number of different branches they might be working on corresponding to this particular project. And here, if you see, again, I just brought you back to the main page. So here you can see how many releases they have right now, right? So you can go to 7+ release, right? You can just click over here and you can simply see that what are the different releases which are being present. Till now, I've prominently, discussing about this 3.0.3 version across different videos which are there on my YouTube channel, as well as across the different set of webinars as well as the courses which are available on supervisacademy.online. So here, if you scroll up, you can see that there is a version 4.0, which is basically a current release, and they have provided the source code over here, uh, which is both for the compatibility purpose. They have given both type of what do you call zip files. One is tar and one is zip. And if you scroll on the top, you can see there is a version 5.0, which is still in the beta or pre-release state, but it contains all the uh, set of features which are there in version 4.0, version 3.0, or whatever the prequels they have. So, addition to what they have in their previous version, the one of the most interesting uh, you know, extension which they have done is with respect to the web application modeling, right? So, if you are working around with such kind of simulation process that you wanted to have for your hypothesis, then I think 5.0 is the version you should be looking into. But still, it is in pre-release mode. So that means them you may find some bug, but obviously, when you start working with this particular project, you can actually go and uh, resolve those bugs once you have the underlying working information of this particular simulation toolkit. So what basically it has is it has two assets, and you can just simply go and download this source code, and just simply go and download it, right? And once you do the download, the downloaded file is available in your particular download folders, right? So I've already did this download process just before starting the webinar. So it's already available with me. So this is the latest one. 2 3 days back, I have just downloaded it, and here I just extracted it, right? And that extraction is being provided over here in this particular folder, right? And once you go inside this particular folder, you can find these set of folders as well as file. And this pom.xml is something which is very very important for this particular version, and in fact 4.0 version 2. So if you know something about Maven build, the project has been uh, engineered around that particular build tool, and it's very easy in comparison to what we did in our previous versions. So what you simply have to do is the installation process I'm going to talk about. The path which I have is over here, right? So I'm just giving you a brief again. Once you unzip this particular file, right? Once you extract it, this is the folder what you get. You go inside that particular folder and you should see all these particular set of folders and files. If you get these set of folders and files on your machine, you just copy the complete path for that particular folder, then go to files. Now, in comparison to 3.0.3, which I have been preaching since last 2-3 years in my webinars and all, the setup process here is a bit different. Instead of going to new and project, you are supposed to go into import, right? So this is a big change over here. So you click on import, and once you click on import, you can find a Maven setup over here, right? So you should have this particular Maven. I'm using Eclipse right now, which is version 2019. So once you go inside the Maven, and you have to go into the existing project, a Maven project. So from here you go to next, and you just provide the root directory over here. Click on browse, right? I've just pasted that particular link over here. Click on browse and you get all these files checked over here, right? So it's up to you which particular set of things you wanted to include, but I am going to include the complete thing. And once you finish, you can see the importing of the Maven project has started at the right hand side. I'm just clicking over here. You can see the progress, and side by side here in the package explorer, you can actually find the different set of folders which are being created. Once it has been set up or imported into this particular Eclipse ID, you can actually see a build is being started, right? So generally it takes around 2 to 15 minutes depending upon what configuration your system has, right? So this is what you get in terms of your basic setup. Right now we are through with the setup. Just building process. I'm just waiting for the building process to get completed, so that uh, we should be able to look around. If there is any error, I'll be resolving it for you, right? Now in the meantime, the build process is going to done. Oh, it is being done, right? So right now there is no red mark on my folders, so that means everything is good. And the biggest difference which you may experience in case if you have already worked with a version 3.0.3, so we get number of folders out here, right? So the primary folders which you should be concentrating upon is the Cloud Sim and the Cloud Sim example. So these are the two folders which you should be concentrating upon, and rest all you can ignore just for the time being. Okay. And all the source which are being provided, or the packages, or these or the models which are being built up for this particular simulation toolkit 5.0, you can actually see there have been number of different packages which have been added, right? So clearly we can see the addition of packages which are there is corresponding to container, right? And apart from that, GeoWeb based GeoWeb is one package which has been added over here, right? And there are some more packages which have been added, which is from with the package name as plus, right? So these are some of the additional uh, packages which are being available into this particular version 5, which is still in pre-release and might have certain kind of bugs. And in case if you find any kind of bugs, it's pretty simple to put it on the issues tab, right? You can go over here, you can do your you can put your title and create new issue, and then you can submit your issue. In case if you are able to resolve it, you should be uh, you should be rectifying it, and then publish submitting it back to the project, and put a pull request, right? So it's up to you how it depends upon your capability as well, that how you are going to proceed with this particular thing. So here oh, within this particular cloud sim part, all the sources are here. In upcoming videos I'll be discussing about all these set of modules in detail individually, Whereas let's look at the CloudSim examples folder. Here again, in the main part, you can see there are a couple of examples which are being added. Container is already there. Container examples are also available in 4.0, because the prominent focus of 4.0 was all about the container management and its scheduling and its allocation policy management. Whereas the additional part which you see here is the GeoWeb package and its sub package. So there are two examples which have been added over here, right? And once you click on that, you can see a lot of differences here in comparison to previous versions. Some documentation is also provided along with the set of code. So code is pretty much same as we get in our 3.0.3, but there are certain new entities are being added, like web broker over here, right? And there are some more app server VMs which are being defined, and so on. So I'll be discussing about all these examples in upcoming video. I just wanted to stress upon what is the basic fundamental of this particular what do you call project is about, right? So this is the additional package which we have. Apart from this, we have some examples from the plus for the plus related source, and some more examples toward the Planet Lab. So rest all is, I think, same what we get in our 3.0. There are certain definitely bug fixes which have been done in comparison to what we have in 3.0.3. So moving on or migrating to this particular version, it doesn't seem will be a challenging part, because a lot of code is being drawn from the 3.0.3 version, which is quite stable in terms of implementing your simulation. So this is I think what I have for this particular video. I hope this live demo of setting up of your latest version of CloudSim simulation toolkit, that is 5.0, is now clear to you, and it's very very easy in comparison to what we did in our previous demonstrations, and quite simple as well. The only confusing thing which you might experience is that there are a number of different folders which are being added, and that's okay. In start it looks like confusing, but once you start working around with this particular code, there is not a big challenge in overall working. So primarily, whenever you are going to do your simulation, you will be working with these two set of folders only, that is CloudSim and CloudSim examples, right? So all the examples are being provided over here. So just to give you a gist, let's run the first example. So maybe I'm just running it for the purpose of a single demo, and let's say we go to GeoWeb, and let's run this particular example of the web, and let's see what output does it give. Oh, it gives us an error. It says no such file. Okay, so I think it must be using some kind of file over here. Custom log properties. Okay, so custom log properties. So it must be using this particular package. All right, so this is one of the thing which generally, generally gets into the picture when you are trying to run around with the examples, and specifically the paths which we are drawing, right? So let me check where does this gets into. Right, properties. We go to this particular web part. Okay, and input stream we are looking at, right? Anyways. Oh, so which properties it is trying to read? It is trying to read custom log properties. So let me get back to this version only, and then let's search. Okay, so this is the property which we are trying to get. Okay, so for this, what may have happened is, like, the path which it is trying to get is not available, right? So what we can do is we can just give an alternative to this particular thing, and I have one code with me. Okay, so system.get property user dir. I think we can use this and check that what does it gives me. Just going to do a system dot out dot. Let's run this again. Let's see what no path does it gets us. Okay, so we get this particular path till examples, right? So till examples we get the path, whereas we wanted the path till this particular place. So here what we can do is just to run this particular example for this video, I'm just going to get this path hard codedly, right? So let's see how it works around with us. Okay, so we have, I think, one additional input stream. This is one, and this one. New input stream, change new. Okay, so it is asking for path as an argument one. Right, it should work. Whereas this is going to be, doing these things on these demonstrations on live, a lot of time we get into the troubleshooting part. So custom log properties, I think this is what should be there. Says the method input open option in the type file is not applicable for the argument. Okay, so it says change it to new directory stream. Okay, we're supposed to get this. Path dot get. So what I can do for right now, just to run this particular part, I'm just going to copy it. I'm going to take it to modules, examples, not target. It's inside source, main, Java, org, CloudBurst, CloudSim, examples, web, and inside web. And I'm just going to paste it just for a while. This is just an alibi I'm doing right now. I hope it should work just to see the output. And then maybe in later videos, I explain that why this happened. Get path. Okay, still I'm getting some error. The error is in properties. Okay, input stream. If I remove this, simply it should work. Input stream files. It work like this. No, not exactly. I think I'm missing very small thing. It's been a while I've worked around this particular part, system properties file. This is a weird thing which not generally happened during the live, and no, this is very embarrassing sometimes. Anyways, let me check if I can run the second. No, I'm still getting the same error, and this is on this. Okay, so what if I change this again? Something over here. No. All right, so I don't think I will be able to solve this right now on the live stream. So this is kind of embarrassing for me. But anyways, we can have some learnings about this new project code. Uh, Anyways, the setup has been over. You can just start with the setup, and in the meantime, I'll just look into this, that why this particular thing didn't work for us at this particular point of time. So maybe I'm missing on something which is related to the Java's core package. That I'll let you know in the next stream. So I'm kind of in a very embarrassing situation. But anyways, I hope I'll get back to you in a day or two, and we'll have some more things to do. Okay, so I get one of the message from help to office. I don't know what your name is, but still the name it is showing in the comment is help to office. Thanks, sir. Nice explanation, sir. Please also explain how can added Python command line code. Help to office, there are a couple of libraries which can link the Java as well as your Python based applications. You can find that intermediate interface, and there you can actually work it around by passing the parameters between both these type of application, and I think that will work for you. And rest of the I don't think there are any more comments I'm going to get. So I think we can stop this particular session right now. So just treat it as like we just set up the version 5.0, which is quite simple. I just try to run one example with respect to the web. I need to see why that particular thing didn't work for us. There was a null exception which it is showing us no such file exception, right? Whereas that file exists inside that particular in our folder. Even we tried to copy it inside this so that the particular file can be picked up by this particular path. And I just look into this after this particular live stream, and maybe you get a follow-up live stream for this particular problem which we faced during the live setup of this particular project, that is 5.0. So with that, I am going to call off this particular live, and thank you very much for watching this particular live video. And maybe after recording this particular session, you might be watching in your own time. So thank you very much for all your support, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel, that is Superbits Academy on YouTube. And you can also join our particular Facebook group, that is Cloud Sim Simulation Toolkit. So help to office suggested that by combining the file with the OS path. I did that by using the system one. So let me see if that works around. It's something which I'm going to spend some time after this particular live, and maybe I can get back to you, right? So with that, see you again in the next live, maybe tomorrow or day after tomorrow. So I'm trying to be frequent on these lives so that the queries or the questions which I get frequently through different mediums. I have around 5 6 mediums of communication with you. One is Telegram, Facebook group. One is this YouTube channel, and there are emails and so on. So I try to answer your questions as I get it. The more the frequency of the questions, uh, with respect to a particular domain, I'll be doing these kind of lives correspondingly. So thanks very much for watching, and see you in my next live.